Welcome, welcome. Gonna have a couple videos for you today. First one is on simplifying radicals. All right, so this might sound a little scarier than it is, but essentially what it is we're gonna try and take something that we have that is like complicated, so square root of something, and try and make it into something something times the square root of something else. Um, that's really all we're doing. We're trying to make it a little easier for us to sort of estimate and that sort of thing. Um, in the spirit of 100% honesty, with calculators and that sort of thing, this is sort of getting less and less useful. But it's still nice, and it can help make your equations look a lot nicer in the end. It can make your solutions a little bit less gross. So um, the big idea when we're simplifying radicals is if I have a square root of something, and that whatever that number is another way we can multiply it by two numbers. We can multiply two numbers to make that number. Um, we can take the square root of the first number and multiply it by the square root of the second number. And the same thing works for division. If I have a over b, that's going to be the same thing as the square root of a over the square root of b. It's a very, very nice way we can break things up and make them a little bit more useful for us. So let's do a couple examples, and we should be good. Say we have the square root of 32. Okay, well, so we want to find two numbers that multiply to be 32, but one of them we want to be a perfect square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, dot, dot, dot. We want to have a list of perfect squares, so that way, and we want to have that sort of committed to memory, so that way we can start to use those and use them to help us get uh, these things simplified. So 7 is 49, 64, 81, 100, dot, dot, dot. Okay, so we want to say, is there a way that we can write 32 as a bunch of multiplication, as a bunch of numbers multiplied together? So 32, well, if we make a factor tree for that, we could say, well, that can be 8 times 4, and 4 is in our list of perfect squares, which is nice. And then if we break 8 up, we can say, all right, well, 8 is 2 times 4, and 4 is in our list of perfect squares again. So we can say, all right, 4 times 4 times 2, which then is going to be the square root of 4 times the square root of 4 times the square root of 2, which we can then say, all right, the square root of 4 is 2 times 2 times the square root of 2, or 4 square root 2. And again, remember, whenever we're taking a square root, we always want to have the plus or minus with it if we're not doing like a distance or something like that, like a length of a triangle. So this 4 times the square root of 2 is going to be the same as our original problem, the square root of 32. And feel free to type it into your calculators so that way you can see that it actually works that way. All right, and this will be nice because sometimes we'll be able to take this 4 and reduce it, get rid of a fraction in the end, or something like that. Okay, so let me give you one to try, and then we'll just call that a video. Okay, so let's see. Let's try and see if you can find the square root of 98. Give it a shot. Pause the video, and I'll be back with your solution. All right, hopefully you're able to find that when you've split 98 into its factors, you get the square root of 49 and the square root of 2. All right, 49 times 2 gives you 98. So then our square root of 49 is plus or minus 7. All right, and then the square root of 2 we can't really do anything with, so it stays square root of 2. So this would be the simplified form of this particular radical. Okay, hopefully that was possibly a review for you, and it'll go nice and quick. But yes, we would like to start simplifying radicals from now on in the future. All right, another video coming up. So find it; it'll be there for you. See you guys. Bye.